So yesterday we had left off. I was talking to some woman, a reflection of mine, and she was talking about the Bible, and she was kind of caught up on the Bible and taking the Bible for the literal meaning and the literal scripture that it has. But like my chief teaches us, the Bible is meant to be decoded, and we know that all of religion today are reincarnation traps. Like chief teaches us, religions as we know it today are reincarnation traps. Catholicism, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, nothing against none of the religions and nobody belief system, but we want to let y'all know that it's a reincarnation trap because it's keeping you trapped within that book. It's keeping you trapped within the square. It's keeping your energy trapped in the square, in the lie, in the L, in the lie. Because it's not teaching you that you are God. The lady said, well, God is a Hebrew, or God is God, and God is the creator. But today what I want to do is I want to teach us and reflect the light on how we are God without using the Bible. My chief gave us 5 sciences. You feel me? That's our religion. Science is our religion. Melanated beings will all come to soon find out that science is our religion. We knew this back in indigenous times. We knew that anything that sustained our life was our God. And very much so, the elements sustain our life. In an objective reality, nature provides and sustains our life. So nature is the controlling, creating force of the universe. Science is the study and observation of nature. So we are to become scientists again and begin to be able to observe nature for what it truly is, which is your projection. So I want to prove to y'all through science how you are God without using the Bible, through using one of the 5 sciences that the Most High Chief Babaji has given us, which is quantum physics. Because quantumly, you are God, reflection. So let's break down what quantum physics is. What is quantum physics? Quantum physics is the study of light on a subatomic level. That's what quantum physics is. It's the study of light and energy on a subatomic level and how matter and light behaves on an atomic level, right? So when you look out into your reality, when you look at the Bible, the book, you may think that it's physical. You may think that it's outside of you. But we know through the study of quantum physics that everything around us is light. Matter of fact, we are in the darkness. We are in the darkness. Oh, and I'm going to be using certain little scriptures from the Bible to help you understand and tie it back to nature, because the Bible is a science book, like she teaches us. It's a book that was given to us by man. Man is a part of nature. So the Bible is a science book about nature, right? But it's just whoever wrote the Bible at that time, it was their interpretation of nature during those given phases in time, like Chief teaches us. So we in the darkness right now, y'all. We in the middle of nothing on a big ass rock. We are in darkness. We are all in complete darkness right now because we truly don't exist. It is not until we begin to think that our mind uses our thoughts to shape and manifest our reality. Right? There's a video, The Holographic Universe. It shows, this is a very important video for y'all to go watch. It's on YouTube. The Holographic Universe. It shows you and proves that you are just a mind. And the first Hermetic principle will prove this as well. It's laws of the universe, not laws of the Lord, laws of the land, laws of Allah, laws of the universe, of the oneness of God. The first Hermetic principle is all is mental, all is mind. This whole reality is a holographic projection of a mind, but it's encased in complete darkness. And it says we're receiving electrical signals to our brain, but we're actually projecting these electrical signals onto our reality to give us our simulation or our program or the hologram or the projection or what we are seeing or observing with our senses. So on a quantum level, everything is subatomic particles. Everything is light, whether it's heat, sound, what you feel me? Because we can hear. We got sound as a sense. Even sound moves. Sound is light. Everything is light. Sound is light. Heat and cold is light. Electricity is light. And it all moves in a waveform. Remember, it all moves in a waveform. And when you observe matter, you collapse the wave function, the wave pattern, and it becomes physical matter. So when you start to observe your reality, it exists based upon you observing it and collapsing the wave function. Then it appears to be physical. It appears to be real. So everything is subatomic particles, which is protons, neutrons, and electrons. That's an atom. That's what the atom is comprised of. Protons, neutrons, and electrons. But within those atoms, within those subatomic particles, lies something called quarks. But inside of quarks, it's 99.999 what they call empty space. But like my chief teaches us, it's full of space, which is dark matter. The quantum field, or the quantum unified field, right, of infinite possibilities. That darkness, that triple black darkness. Remember in Genesis 1:1-3, it said that the earth was void and formless. It was formless and void. And darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the water and said, let there be light. We live in darkness. We live in complete darkness. So this right here, I'm about to show you. We about to show you how you God, just through quantum physics. So, along with quantum physics, everything is atoms. Inside of those atoms is dark matter, melanin, the universe, the triple black darkness, the void, the primordial waters of Nu, that watery abyss that was on the face of the deep before God said, let there be light. So this is where our reality exists at. We exist in the nothingness, in the void. We truly don't exist, like Chi teaches us. I love to do the example when you just close your eyes, you are in complete darkness. It's not only until you give your mind the command, you give your hand the command to move your hand and open your eyes. You said, let there be light. That was a command. Just like it said in the scripture, God said, let there be light, and there was light. So we are doing this everyday reflection. We are doing this every day in our reality, and we're not even taking notice of it. But we've been misprogrammed and misinformed and taught that there was a God outside of us, that God was the creator and something created us. But the truth of the matter is, objectively, is that there is no creator, because everything is energy. Like Chi teaches us, God is energy. God is energy. And energy can never be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed from one state to the next. So how could there be a creator? Where is this creator? Like objectively, like let's use common sense and ask ourselves, okay, have I ever seen this creator? Okay, and if there is a creator, who created that person? And then who created them? And then who created them? And then who created them? You see where this is going? We're not getting to truth. We're not getting to facts. This is an everlasting loop of ignorance and keeping you reincarnated in a lie, keeping you trapped within a lie, within misinformation. So if there was to be a creator, it would be you, because you are creating everything through you observing it, right? So let's move through quantum physics into the observer's effect. The observer's effect is an experiment done where they showed us how when you view reality, or when you view matter or light, you collapse that wave function and it becomes a particle, a localized particle, what we perceive as physical matter, or life itself, existence itself. But when you stop observing it, it does not exist. You actually, when you stop observing something, when you stop observing matter, that localized particle, it turns back into a wave of infinite potentiality. It goes back into the primordial waters of Nu. It doesn't exist. Say you in the house right now. You might be in the kitchen right now watching this live, getting you something to drink because it's kind of hot outside. You might be in the kitchen right now. Okay, does your bedroom exist right now? No, it doesn't exist because you're not observing it. It's not only until you leave the kitchen and walk back into your bedroom and start to observe your bedroom that it exists. Right now, you being in the kitchen, your bedroom is a wave of infinite potentiality. Matter of fact, it can be anything right now. Keep following me. It can be anything right now. So when you walk back in your bedroom, you observing your bedroom makes it exist. You collapse the wave function, and through the primordial waters of Nu, your observation makes the bedroom alive. It makes it exist. Light. Now you said, let there be light. Now you projected your bedroom back into your reality. This is what we are doing every day, reflection. Like my chief teaches us. When you go to sleep at night and you go into a dream, because this is a dream right here, it is not intelligent for us not to think, or not logical for us to think that we didn't wake up and enter a longer dream that we call reality, because we very well did. We woke back up today and entered the earth plane, which is another dream, a longer dream that we are focusing our energy on. That's why it makes it feel so real and slowed down. But this is a dream as well, reflection. But like Chief teaches us, when you go to sleep at night and you go back into the Nu, the quantum unified field, the field of infinite possibilities, what lights up your dreams? What lights up your dreams in your dreams when you go to sleep at night? Because you close your eyes and you go back to sleep. You go to sleep. And the earth don't exist. Whoever you was chilling with that day don't exist. Nothing that you seen in that reality that day exists. It's a wave of potential now. Because you're not observing it no more. So what's lighting up that other realm that your consciousness goes into? Because you don't have the same body. You don't have the same body in this other reality. You get a new body. But what's giving you a body and what's projecting that reality for you in that dream realm when you go to sleep at night? Like Chief teaches us, your thoughts is what's lighting up your reality. Your thoughts is what's lighting up your dream realm. Just like this dream realm, it is your thoughts that's lighting up this reality. It's so simple. Say you wanted some water and you went and projected yourself getting some water. You're thinking all this. You're thinking all of this. Your thoughts is your reality is contingent upon your thoughts. But this is where it get tricky at. So you know how we just explained you being in the kitchen and you going into your room? You can see your room still in your mind while you sitting in the kitchen. You can picture your room while you standing in the kitchen. Why is that? The reason being because you are not receiving reality. You are God, reflection. You are projecting and creating your reality from your mind's eye, from your imagination. But you're doing this through your astrological programming or through your DNA, your genetics, like Chief teaches us. Because while this is the holographic universe, yes, this is the quantum field, how are you able to identify your projection or identify your observation within the field? Well, you have to study your astrology and your biology like Chief teaches us, because this will identify the nature of your holographic reality. Because you are projecting everything. So for instance, when it comes to the Bible and when it comes to the concept of God, the person who told you about God was you. Remember, everything that you experience or perceive to be experiencing outside of you, from what you can hear, what you can see, what you can smell, what you can taste, and what you can feel, is not outside of your reflection. You are experiencing this within your mind. This is why you can close your eyes and still see something. Because life is already happening inside of your mind. You're already experiencing your whole reality within the center of vision of your mind. So when it comes to you looking at me on this live right now, I'm not outside of you. I'm not on a phone screen outside of you. I'm actually within your mind. I'm within your mind's imagination. I'm within your third eye, or what they call your third eye. But like Chief teaches, there is no third eye. There's only one eye, and that is the mind. Because your mind is the source of everything. Your mind is the origin of reality. This is where God exists. God exists within your mind. The concept of God exists within your mind. The person who told you about God exists within your mind. They were just a different version of you in a parallel universe, showing you something about yourself, like Chief teaches us. Life is quantum. So when it comes to there being a creator or a God outside of you, the contrary is true. Because quantum physics proves objectively in the absolute reality that nothing exists outside of you. There is no outside world. There is no external. There is only the internal. And if there was to be a God outside of you, which it is, my reflections, our reflections, but if there was to be a true God outside of you, it would be you. It would be you. When you look at a tree, that is God. That is a different form of you. That is a different attribute of the oneness that we all come from. It is just vibrating on a different ACT and Gs that you are. It's vibrating on a different frequency. It got a different set of nucleotide sequences. But we all connected through DNA because DNA is the mind of God. And guess what you have? In the middle of every cell in your body, you have DNA. Yes, in the middle of every cell inside of your body, you have DNA, which is the molecular blueprint for all living life. This is what makes up your being. This is your programming. This is your genetic coding. Remember, like Chief teaches us, DNA is the mind of God, and life is a projection of that. Life is a projection of that mind. Life is genetic code, an expression of genetic code, and we all are different codings of that mind. But it's just one mind. It's just you, reflection. So like I was saying, when it comes to the Bible or religion, religion is just science. It's just science without the facts. It's science without the facts. Because it has been given to you by a lesser melanated version of you that couldn't truly interpret and understand and feelize nature like a more melanated being could. So we was fed lies. We was fed half-truths. There is no God outside of you, reflection. There is no Allah. You are Allah. There is no Krishna. You are Krishna. There is no Jesus. You are Jesus. But are you following the mentality that character was carrying? Y'all all got something to say about my chief. Oh, he not God. How can another man be your God? Listen, if y'all understood objective reality and understood quantum physics, astrology, biology, melanin, grounding, you will understand where we coming from, because these 5 sciences, this religion that we have, it proves irrefutably that you are God and that you the source of your reality. I'm talking about through objective facts, not through how you feel, which is subjective, not your opinion or based on your personal beliefs and biases. Objective facts. I'm talking about sound, hard evidence that you can't rebuttal. It's not up for debate, none of that. That's why science is our religion, like Chief teaches us. Because through quantum physics, just alone, you can prove that you are God. Because the observer's effect shows that nothing exists outside of you. Matter of fact, nothing exists without you observing it with your 5 senses. And when you are not observing it with your 5 senses, it's a wave of infinite potentiality. It's in a quantum field. So how could there be a God outside of you? How could there be anybody greater than you when you are the source of your reality? Like my Chief teaches us, there can be nothing greater than you, reflection. You thinking that it's a God outside of you is you giving away your power. You lost the game that you projected to play. You're not playing the game the right way. You giving your power away. You gave the controller away to an invisible person, to something that didn't exist. Take control over the controller and remember, study, know thyself, right? That's what we're here to do. We're here to, like Chief teaches, God gave himself amnesia. We played a forget game with ourselves. We pretended like we not God by going through white supremacy and going to work and having kids and being in little marriages. We pretending that we not God. Oh, we work and cut down trees. We farmers. Niggas work at State Farm. You feel me? We pretending. We playing a pretend game. Stop playing, reflection. Why we playing? You God. You the source of it. And don't take my word for it. Go study. Go do your research. Google. We got Google, Google is a God. Google is God as well. Go ask ChatGPT about quantum physics and about reality, and if there is any external reality. It'll show you that no, there is no external reality. Reality is being experienced within your mind, internally. And guess what? Your mind is encased in complete darkness. And it's using your genetic code, your genetic coding, your astrological programming, like she teaches us, to project you your reality. So we got to understand what reality is. We got to understand what life is, or we're going to keep giving our power away. We're going to keep being irresponsible. When you give your power away, you render yourself irresponsible to life. Because, like she teaches us, life is happening to you already. Because we're infinite beings. We're doing this to ourselves. But what is going to determine how you experience life is how you respond to it. And some of us astrologically don't have the ability to be responsible for reality, for our energies. So we choose to play the victim in our reality and blame it on the white man or blame it on God outside of us. But when there's no God outside of you, when you die, when you transition reflection, which there is no death, because death is just one transition from one mind to the next, from one frequency to the next, like my chief teaches us. But when you transition, when this body goes, when you go to sleep at night, you judge yourself. You feel me? But at the end of your life cycle, when you finally transition and everything, you gonna judge yourself and based on how you lived your life. And your subconscious mind gonna project to you whoever you believe was God, and they gonna tell your ass that you was God. That's what your subconscious mind gonna tell you. That's gonna be the truth at the end of your life cycle. You're gonna be told by yourself through your subconscious that you are God, and that you was being foolish. You tricked yourself out of your spot. So understand that you are it. There is nothing greater than the observer. There cannot be anything outside, beyond, above, or greater than the observer. You are the observer. Your life, like I want to let you know that the earth, your family, your kids, none of that exists when you go to sleep at night. Your genetic program is what allows you to come back to that reality. It's what allows you to project that reality. Because like she teaches us, in every dream realm you go into, you might not take this body, right? But you taking your consciousness. You're taking your mind. You're taking your genetic program. You take that with you every lifetime, in every reality. You take your consciousness. That's why Chi teaches us knowledge is so important. That knowledge is what matters the most, because that's what you're going to take with you. You're not going to take no chain with you. You're not going to take no little ring with you. Nigga, you're not taking this body with you. You only going to take what you know. And that's going to be predicated upon what knowledge you just on your astrological energy, for real. But you are God, and quantum physics proves this reflection. So stop giving your power away. That's what the powers that be want you to do. That's what the devil wants you to do, the evil one. That's why Christianity and all that shit, it's the Antichrist. Because it's not there teaching you that you are God. Why would I believe in something that's not empowering me? Y'all want us not to believe in my chief. Y'all want us to not give reverence and uplift my chief. Why would I do that when that's the very source and the very being that's elevating me? And that's telling me truth. And that's not telling me lies. We live in a system where we've been lied to our whole life. But now it's a black person that come through when we come through that can teach us the right way. And how the fuck we not on board with that? How we not in love with that? How that's not the mission now? How we not trying to live in truth now? We the truth, right? So what we doing? You know the golden rule. The first rule is to love thy God with all thy heart, all thy soul, and thy mind. The second one is just important as the first. It's to love thy neighbor like you love thy God. But how can you love and believe in God and you hate your neighbor? Because we know that there's nothing outside of you. You are everything. Your friends, the people you work for, the people you work with, all of those people are different aspects within your genetic program playing out as a different version of you in a parallel universe, there to show you something about yourself. So how can you believe in God but yet hate your neighbor? That's not God-like. That's not Christian-like. Think about it. So I wanted to remind y'all through quantum physics that you are the source of your reality. You are the observer and the observation simultaneously. There can be nothing above you, greater than you, or beyond you, like my chief teaches us. The holographic universe video will show you that. Show me something about quantum joint. What you mean? Go on YouTube and type in the holographic universe or the observer's effect. Go on there, go on YouTube and type in Nature Boy TV and go to the playlist quantum physics, and you're gonna see everything that you need to see. So that you can believe. Because that Bible, they made you a believer do just the Bible. But we gonna make you a believer through science and through common sense. You feel me? You the controller of your world. You the controller of your game. But guess what? Your parents programmed you from 0 to 7 to believe that, no, you wasn't God. That don't ever say that you God. And that saying that you was God was blasphemy. They programmed you with white supremacy. They programmed you to go against your very essence of what you are. And that's part of the Antichrist's will. So be aware, man. Pay attention. Be objective, not subjective. Be objective. Know what's going on scientifically. You know what happened, felt it was not right, and did it cause you ready? What you talking about? Just